All right, today I'm going to be showing you the 9 lines or 9 angles for attack and defense for weapons. So we are going to be working with the bangmangi, which is just a short stick, also known as an eskrima stick. If you would like to follow along and try this out and you don't have one of these, that's totally fine. You can use something else. You can find like a empty paper towel roll at your house. It's a little shorter, but it actually will accomplish the same thing. So we use these 9 lines with every weapon of every size. There's sort of a version of this 9 lines that's the same from one weapon to another. Of course, you could go outside and pick up a stick, but I wouldn't recommend bringing that in your house just in case of accidents, because that is kind of a hard, solid object that you don't want to, and might be shedding some little stuff. So that'd be a good one if you're practicing outside, though. So we're going to go through our 9 lines. I'm going to show that on both hands, and I'm going to challenge you. Everybody has a favorite hand and a non-favorite hand, but when we do weapons in particular, well, all of our martial arts, we do everything on both hands and both feet. We kind of get used to doing it on our off side. I think a weapon feels a little bit more strange to do on your off side because normally kind of fine motor skills like writing and even just like eating or brushing our teeth, we always do it with our preferred hand, our dominant hand, and we don't really do those kinds of things with the other hand. So it might take you a little time to get up to speed on that second hand, but eventually, if you keep practicing it, they'll both be just as good. Okay, so our 9 lines, we're going to begin with our weapon in our hand, and it's going to be up above our shoulder. The other hand is always up like a knife hand in front of you. That's sort of your guarding hand, blocking hand. We do want to tuck it out of our way. We can tuck it in close to our body if we need to, or have it out in front if we can move a little bit. We always want to have that guard hand up. So the 9 lines, line number 1 is going to be starting from up above your shoulder. That is cutting down across. So kind of like this line on my collar here, that's sort of the idea. The 9 lines correspond to part of your body that they're coming across. So number 1 is down across here. Number 2 is going to be the opposite side, so we're going to bring it up above our shoulder here. And down across on that side, we're going to turn our weapon. Number 3, across the waist. And that weapon turns over when we get over here. Number 4 comes back across the waist. Number 5 is going to come down to the knee, or if it were to be a sword, it might actually go towards the inside of the leg here. So we're going to scoop down across. That's number 5. So it just kind of loops across, sideways, and through the leg. Number 6 is going to go the opposite direction towards the other leg. Number 7 is a strike to the groin. So it's going to come down and straight up underneath with a nice follow through too. Number 8 is over the top of the head. So we're going to go back and down on the top of the head. And number 9, we're just going to pull back and stab. Yeah. Usually right towards the chest is the main stab that we do with that one. Okay, so let's go a little quicker with that one. Number 1, starting above our shoulder, down across our body. Number 2, down across our body, so shoulder to hip. And across the waist is going to be 3 and 4 to the knees, 5 and 6, and to the groin, 7, to the head, 8, and pull it back and stab, 9. That is the 9 lines. Let me demonstrate on the other hand. So I'm going to have this hand again up like a knife hand strike. The other hand is going to start above our shoulder, and we're going to go 1, down across, shoulder to hip, 2, down across, shoulder to hip, 3, across the waist, 4, across the waist, 5, looping down and across to the knee, 6, opposite side, so crossing our body and looping across to the other knee. 7, we're going to just go backwards and up under the groin. 8, down over the head. 9, pull back and stab to the body. and that is our 9 lines on both sides. That is an important thing, again, for any weapons that you do. The 9 lines is sort of the basis for everything. If you're going to do a staff, if you're going to do a sword, even the sangjaban, your nunchucks, it's all kind of the same. So those 9 lines are a good base, and this is the best weapon to learn that with, because it's the simplest, most direct one, and not quite as heavy and long as a sword. So it's a great way to practice and learn your 9 lines. And once you know those, you can apply them and have some fun doing some of the other more advanced exercises. I hope you enjoy learning your 9 lines on both hands and getting really great at that.